I'm joining Gavin Smith at his yard ahead of racing on Friday, and the yard will step out runners in all 8 races on Friday. Getting them started in the first will be Best Intentions and Happy Vibes, and both fillies have the form to get involved in what looks to be a very open start to the day.
You know, it does look a bit open. Both Happy Vibes and Best Intentions should be knocking, and Track and Trip suits, and yeah, they both got shots.
Moving to race 2, Bridgerton definitely has the most consistent form in the lineup. He'll be joined by Destiny's Angel, who has his first run for the yard, and racing off Western Cape form, that's always of interest.
Both those boys working well at home. Like you say, Bridgerton just needs to put it together, and Destiny's Angel's a nice horse. He came in nice condition, and he's doing well at home.
Race 3 will be a busy one for the yard. They step out a handful of runners, and we're going to start with Master of Defence and Joe Harmon.
Track and Trip suits these boys. They're doing good enough at home, and I do feel they got shots to be right in the money.
They'll be joined by Fearless Badger and Smart Master, both of whom showed the expected improvement in their last starts.
Both these boys young in the mind, and coming to the fore now and starting to learn what it's all about. And like you said, showed improvement last time, expecting more improvement.
And finally, And It's Over, who's back off a break for gelding.
Gelding's done well now. He was a big chunky horse, very heavy. The geldings lightened him up, and he's concentrating much better at work.
We move to race 4, where we will see Question Master, who ran a fair race against Stronger last time out. He'll be joined by Storm Commander. Now, he was a well-deserved winner in his last start.
I think the type of field and the rated race that it is, they're both going to be very competitive there.
I do think as well a very, very open race. Moving on to race 5, the 3 runners, Trump My Queen. Now, she's decently down in class. That makes her a horse of interest, even though she does have top weight to shoulder. She'll be joined by Turn the Beat Around, who will be having her post-maiden run, and Spirit Princess, who showed well on local debut on turf in her last start. She'll now try the Polly.
Yeah, Spirit Princess, she'd gone up a little bit in trip now, which is going to suit her. She's actually going to end up going a little bit further as well. She's doing well enough at home to be knocking. Turn the Beat Around, post-maiden run, she does take on a lot stronger. She's going to have to pick her feet up. I'll be happy with her in the money. And Trump My Queen. Like you say, she is in a lower division, but she's got a lot of weight to carry nights, but she'll be competitive.
Moving to race 6, we will see a Green Falcon, who's back off the break, and Charlie Malone, who in his last 2 starts has run 2 very competitive placings.
I feel Green Falcon should probably at the business end will need the run. He has had a fair break, but doing well at home. And Charlie Malone, he stepped up a little bit in trip here, but I don't think it'll matter. He's been running on strongly his last 2 starts.
Moving on to race 7, Paris Lass is definitely a horse of interest as she comes in as the best weighted individual in the lineup, as well as a good placing behind 3 Rocks in her last start. She'll be joined by Successful Lady, who'll be trying the blinkers.
Yeah, Successful Lady cut her right back in trip, put the blinkers on, and I think that's what she's going to enjoy. She can be in the money. And Paris Lass, like you say, it's a right race for her off her rating, and she comes in the race well weighted. She loves the track and trip notes.
Finishing for the yard, definitely 3 horses, all of interest. We're going to start with First Origin, who's in a really good place. His last 2 runs, both having resulted in seconds. He'll be joined by Life on Mars, who's also holding steady form, and Cruisador, who showed good improvement in his last.
Cruisador over track and trip, last time out he did show nice improvement, and he's doing well at home to warrant respect. Life on Mars, he comes off a hard-fought win, but he's a hard knocker, and he's always thereabouts. And he comes in the race nicely weighted, as per the amount of wins that he's had. And First Origin comes off 2 good seconds, doing very well at home, but he has got a lot of weight to carry.
The yard had a brilliant day last Friday where they were raking in the winners. Definitely horses to take note of once again this Friday.